So we have a Nagami kumquat. Here we go. This is the second time I'm trying to attempt to rescue another heavily affected citrus. This tree's been affected by the scales, and so it's quite tall. It's about 4 or 5 feet. But you know, we cut it down. You can see some of the dieback. Now it's come back. But if this was severely affected and we didn't treat it in time, it would have died. There's no way of rescuing it. You can see this is the new growth, how healthy that is, right? These little holes, that's just an insect, but we haven't focused on that. But now we're just focusing to let it have a lot of leaf and free from disease, including insects. That's the next one. But basically, from here down, this is the rootstock. So anything growing here, you want to just pinch it off. I just did that earlier, right there. Pinch it off. From here above, that's the scion, and you do want to keep them. So once fall begins and we have to bring this indoor, we'll give it back to the owner so she can take care of it. But the scale problem is a very common problem with the watering. They don't like wet feet. Humidity is also important. All these become a problem when you bring it indoors. In the summer and spring, it's outdoor, it's less likely to have that problem. You have the sun to dry it out after you water it, but indoors, inside the house, it's totally different. So that's why these citruses can die. And those that think citrus can be outside in the winter, yeah, you can try it, but they won't survive in the winter. They'll die unless you have a zazu or a flying dragon, which those are more decorative, I would say. You can't really use it to cook or eat or anything. Sure, we are in zone 8B, and people say, it's so easy for the Chinese New Year, get a bunch of it, and bring it indoors in the winter. Please bring it indoor. At least you have other problems like taking care of the water and whatnot, but it won't die. But if you keep it outdoors, we're borderline where if we have a little bit too frost, it will die. And so I do not recommend you put this outdoors unless you have a frost cover. But most of the time we forget, so let's bring it indoor. Let's make a routine. If you have a citrus, most likely bring it indoors unless you know it is a cold hardy like zazu and flying dragon, and among some others. But others, we need more results to know what works. So it's very possible to recover from scales, but it's very tough. This is 3 months of work, and there's still another 3 months to make sure it's ready to go home. Oh, look at that. Yeah, so the sooner you take care of the scale problem, the higher chance it will recover. Otherwise, it is a goner.